Garden State Film Festival, and here with me today, I have director Laura Angstadt of the film The Inevitable. Laura, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So, Laura, do you want to tell our live viewers a bit about your film?
Well, The Inevitable, it's about change, like how life changes, how people change, how people should embrace change and not be afraid of it. Um, I always think of change of like it's one of life's hardest but most important opportunities. So, and I want people to see it as that instead of seeing it as like this scary thing. So, yeah, I would say it's all about that.
And what would you say inspired your writing for this?
I had a couple things that inspired the writing. And one of them being um, a quote from a show I really enjoyed called Amphibia, and the other one being the song, like from a Disney movie, the song "Just Around the River Bend" from Pocahontas. The both main characters in those shows and films, they view change as leading you to bigger and greater opportunities in life, and it just really got me thinking of how I view change.
That's awesome. I mean, like, as someone that's out of high school, I feel like my life has had so much change thrown upon me. So, I can definitely connect with that message. When when you did this, like, how was your process with directing and whatnot? Like, when did you direct The Inevitable?
It wasn't real like this whole film, it really wasn't about directing for me. It was really just like I was really directing myself. I really wasn't directing others. It was really just a bunch of random clips thrown together, but they all like all the clips that you see and then they all match the theme of change. So, and they all match the theme of life changing around you. But I mean, yeah, most of them it's just like every time I film something it's just like, oh, does this look pretty? Does it look cool? Because when it does, I just take out my camera and then I film it. Literally, I didn't go to any specific location to film for this little short film. It was really just whenever I got the chance or if any of my old clips from the past looked really awesome or really pretty, uh, then I would put it in the film.
That's awesome. Well, that's art. You know what I mean? Like that is art, seeing something and wanting to just have it documented, whether you're taking a photo or a painting, anything like in that sense. So when did you end up, I guess, completing this then? So because you're saying you did some filming over at sporadic times and whatnot. So when did this all come together?
It didn't like come together. Like I think I started this in May of last year. Like started writing it anyway. I don't think it actually got done until the end of August. I remember when I got done. I think it was the day right before school was starting, and I emailed it to my teacher, Mr. Otto, to look at it because she usually gives me good advice on things. And as soon as she watched it, she emailed me back, and she was like, "This is definitely a film festival film." And she asked me if she could play it to the class the next day, and I was like,
Oh.
"Oh my god!" Like I'm like you guys are already giving me a heart attack watching watching my films over again because I don't really like watching my films over again with other people around for some reason. I guess it's just nerve wracking, but I mean, I think on parent teacher night, she was like, Laura's the only one that hands me a film on the first day of school. But
No, but I mean,
yeah, but it's like I like to keep my passion alive throughout the whole year, no matter what I'm doing. It's just all that.
no, I mean, like, and you should absolutely be proud, because clearly, like I've worked with Mr. Otto. I think that she really values great work and she's honest. So the fact that, she was like so like happy and proud of it, like immediately is that's fantastic. And so, with that, what is it that you want your audience to take away from the film when they do watch the film?
I mean, I just hope to inspire people to see to just see change in a different light, to not see change as something to be afraid of, but to see it as an opportunity to grow as a person and to have trust that things will be okay in the end. So yeah, I would just say that.
Hmm. And is this your first time submitting to the Garden State Film Festival?
No, I submitted 2 years in a row. I submitted my sophomore year of high school and last year, which was my junior year. I think my first year was a narrative about filmmaking, and then the last year was a documentary about a friend of mine, about me and a friend, how we became friends, and then you got this year with a little narrative that I put together over the summer. So yeah.
Well, welcome back. And I take, that was it Mr. Rotto that showed you about the festival?
Oh yeah, of course it was Mr. Rana. She
That's how I got along with it.
yeah, but I mean, she always tries to get me out there. She saw it as an opportunity my first year. I think she told me to give it a try, and I was like, all right, why not? And then I ended up getting in, and I was like, oh my god. I just remember being so proud of myself because it just shows how much I've grown as a filmmaker over the years. So yeah.
When would you say that you initially got started with filmmaking?
Oh god. I think I started actually in 5th grade, but not really. I didn't really start filming anything until freshman year. When I first started filmmaking, or when I first started, like, editing things, it was just pictures added together, and, it was just basic things I did because I just wanted to learn editing, and I thought editing was really cool, and I saw other YouTubers do it, because I'm still a big YouTube person. I'm a big Jacksepticeye and Markiplier fan, so I was like, "Oh, I wanna do what they do." So I just put pictures together that show my family and friends, and then once I got to freshman year, I started my YouTube channel actually posting things, and it was just vlogs at first, and then it just got into me posting short films that were made in school. Like I don't know, I can't give an example, but there was one about softball where I had my first home run. That was my first ever actual film that I posted and made.
So you started really young, and so now you are a senior in high school?
Yes.
Oh, congratulations on, graduating high school soon.
Thank you.
What is the next step? Do you plan to continue in your pursuit for filmmaking?
Yes, I do. I don't know what college yet. I know I'm not going to be going to a 4-year college to save money, but for my last 2 years, I'm thinking about either Drexel University or the University of Arts because I heard good things about them and I heard that there's a lot of good people, and I want to continue filmmaking through my career. So I'm excited about all my future endeavors.
Fantastic. So, okay, so like with that, since you are going to be pursuing it moving forward, what would you say was something that this specific film posed as an obstacle for you, or like a learning experience, something that you learned from, something you overcame that you can apply in the future as you direct?
And when I first started filmmaking or just any kind of editing in general, I struggled a lot with being logical. Like for example, if I was talking about a red rose, I have to show a shot of a red rose, and I struggled through that for a very long time. And I think this was the film where I was like, I got to be more artsy with my shots and just put random things. That's why there's so many random shots in there, more artsy shots. So yeah, I would just say just being artsy and was really hard for me.
Just the creativity aspect of
Yeah,
it,
I guess so.
not really having like a plan, but just kind of like
Yeah, yeah, just winging it, just go for it.
just going with the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So With that, so you directed this and you edited this all by yourself?
Yes, yeah, I did
This
everything by myself.
You did this entire thing completely by yourself?
Yes, I did, and that's so far, that's with everything I've done. I don't really have a lot of filmmaking friends yet. I mean, I have, like, friends that are in the film, obviously, in my class, but, they're worried about, like, their own stuff right now, which is understandable. Uh, but I don't really have any people that really like to just collaborate with me right now. But I can understand why, because they are a senior and they're about to go to college. But I think the person that I collaborate the most is my good friend Amber Hunt, which was who I made the documentary about last year. She's in my videos a lot, and she animates for me sometimes because she's an animator, she's not a filmmaker. But yeah, she's really done a lot for me, but everything else is mainly just me.
Hey, but I mean, like, that's fabulous, because then you have like complete free reign to do what you want to do just the way that you see it. But at the same time, coming to this festival, because you are going to be coming,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm coming.
you're going to meet so many other filmmakers, so many other directors, actors, editors, the whole 9 yards, and you're going to make those connections, and you could end up potentially meeting people that you'll get to work on projects with in the future. So I'm actually really excited for this opportunity for you. So like, with that said, what would you say you haven't done yet that you know you want to do someday, like a goal for you with filmmaking?
Oh, I'm not really sure. I love doing everything, and ideas just come to me, and then I just go for it. I don't really have a specific thing I want to do. I just try to go with the flow. Like whatever comes to my mind or whatever I watch, it's just inspirational. I just try to be creative with everything I do.
Absolutely. I mean, this is, what would you say, would you say that this project that you've done, that you have the inevitable right now, would you say that this is your favorite thing you've done so far?
Yeah, I would say so. I last year, everybody keeps saying that's the best thing I've made, but I don't. I think it's. I think I keep saying it's not because I struggled a lot with it. But this year, it was more at ease. Like I didn't feel like I was pressured at all to make it. It was just I want to do this, and I do think it's one of the best things I've made so far.
You said something about you struggled a lot with this,
Struggle a lot with what the.
the inevitable.
Yeah, a little bit with just the creativity of the shots and the writing, just what I wanted to say. I have a really hard time with writing. I just wanna say that sometimes I need a little bit of help.
Mhm.
I'm not a writer. I'm really just like, I can write scripts, but I can't write voiceovers very well because I don't have, like, that writer's mind, you know?
No, but I mean, like, sometimes, like something like that's amazing won't always come super easily, you
Oh, yeah.
know? And so, I mean, if you don't like writing and you've figured that out, you don't have to, but at the same time, maybe one day you'll want to write something, and that's totally like okay, and that's cool. And so, I'm really looking forward to meeting you in person. You said that you are coming.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so I'm actually like, this is, what is something that you want to say about your film real quick, I guess, before we jump off?
I just really hope people get inspired from it. I just hope that they like, again, they get inspired by it and just see change as a growing opportunity. Uh, and again, just trusting the future and trusting yourself, just trusting change and just going with the flow. I just hope that they trust all of those things once they watch the film.
Well, Laura, thank you so much for joining me today. I look again so forward to meeting you in person. You guys, you can all go see The Inevitable in the Kingsley Ballroom on Saturday, March 25th from 9:30 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. And you can get your tickets online at gsff.org. So /tickets. So everybody, Laura, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'm so excited for your film, and congratulations on getting accepted.
Thank you so much. Bye.